very slowly. This one will rotate first Mr. Isgray, followed by Mr. Moore, followed by Mr. Galligan. Question is, the recession has affected planning and resource management in many communities. How do you expect to deal with the possible shortfall resulting from the reduction in federal and state funding and other revenue sources?
And this is my pet question. I like this question because I am a conservative. Everything I do is based upon engineering analysis of the difficulties in coming to rational, intelligent decisions. Now, over the past few years, Jeffersonville has enjoyed really an influx of cash and money, and that came about, they annexed the areas, some Luton areas that belong to the county, so that's increased their income of available money, which isn't immediately being spent on issues. So there's some money floating around there that they've had the ability to spend and use on things. The increase in the sewer bills has generated a whole lot of cash coming into the city right now, and that's being spent, supposedly on the technical improvements in the city, and I've seen those. I mean, I'm not at all equivalent about that. I've seen the drainage problems solved. Being an engineer, I pay attention to these things. They've fixed many of the drainage problems that exist in the city, and I've gone and actually looked at some of those. In fact, just to confirm that they have. So they've done some good things with that. But the solution, and the other thing too, is this is not a short-term problem we have here. This is going to go on for a long period of time. In fact, some of the analysis I've been reading in the Wall Street Journal, they're talking about 10 years of finally recovering from what we're dealing with in this recession. You're getting home building particularly back to a level that's at least reasonable. But using conservative policies, I would approach the management of the city. Number one, you have to apply the policies that are historically proven to attract jobs, that are proven to cut expenses, and once you cut expenses, you can cut taxes. Now, that's all great, but the key is to maintain the services, the level of services to the city at the same time. Very difficult to do.
Thank you, Mr. Isgray. Same question now to Mr. Moore.
Tom's annexation took $221 million of assessed value away from the county, gave it to the city. Tom would like to say the county has financial problems. You know what? I don't know of a family that I work with or live around that doesn't have some kind of a financial crisis right now. The city has money right now. They've taken the county's lion's share of dollars. The county had, at the beginning of this year, a $12 million surplus in TIF dollars on the intercity road, which includes 10th Street and Veterans Parkway. That money is projected at the end of this year to have dwindled down to $3 million. All this time, everybody is saying 10th Street needs to be revitalized. So they don't have the money. I'm sorry, but spending $200,000 to maintain the shrubbery that's being planted now along 10th Street, which amounts to $100,000 a year, and the mayor on his Sunday YouTube video just the other day said that they did it because they're going to save dollars. I'm sorry, if the city's been spending more than $100,000 to mow those medians a year, something funny's going on. I think the county, the city, whatever you have, better recognize when tax dollars are short, so are people's wallets. You cannot continue to go to the well when people are having tough times. The economy is horrible right now. People are tired of being broke. The last thing we need is more increased taxes and more increased sewer rates. This has got to stop.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. Same question now to Mr. Galligan.
It's intriguing that my colleague over there thinks that we took assessed valuation away from the county. We didn't. The county gets tax dollars from the same assessed valuation as we do. We just take and spend our money a lot better than the county does. budgets when it's needed to be cut. When we got our budget back last time, it had $2 million we had to cut out of it. We do that. We do that regularly. We do things that are a little bit innovative, and that's something that's probably foreign for the county. We spent $100,000 in chipping, tree limbs, and $100,000 in compost, in sludge from the sewage treatment plant. That's just in tipping fees. That's not counting hauling and everything else. What we're doing is we're going to put a composting place in it so that you all can go up and get compost to put it around your shrubs and everything that is Class A and that you can use. And it's going to save us money. We're trying to save money everywhere we can because we think it's important. We don't spend money unless we think it has a benefit. And at the end of the day, you can't ask for something to be revitalized, and then when it gets revitalized, you complain about it. 10th Street's going to look nice, and we need for it to look nice because we need for this community to start looking like it needs to be beautiful. And if you're going to draw people to this community, you've got to have those kind of facilities and those kind of things that people like to see.